Hey, what's up my crypto fans? So in today's video we go over the breaking news that SushiSwap braces itself for a big legal battle and the head chief has asked for 3 million to cover the legal expenses. The SEC are after yet another exchange after it went after Kraken and Binance for the BUSD. Now SushiSwap finds itself in hot water. So in today's video we're going to go over what's happened, why it's happening and what it means for everyone in crypto. So if you want to know all that cool stuff and more, stay tuned and let's go crypto. So for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm Christian and this is Crypto OG, where I give you all the news, reviews and overviews in the crypto, DeFi and yes, sometimes NFT space. And also for those of you that are not aware, anything you see, hear or choose to ignore is not financial advice. No, it's just me being nice. So with all that out of the way and the main breaking news, let's jump into a little bit about what SushiSwap is and what's happening with the SEC. So SushiSwap, a decentralized exchange with over 600 million in user deposits and its head chief have been subpoenaed by the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission. The exchange governance token Sushi dropped 5%, as you can see here, on the back of the news of the SEC chasing it down. Now this has come no surprise because the SEC is ramping up after everyone at the moment. Now the head chief, Jared Gray, who is a position akin only to the CEO, asked token holders to approve 3 million funds from SushiSwap to cover the legal expenses. Now he needs to do this because SushiSwap is a decentralized token, so he needs to get permission to move them funds in order to fight this legal case. As a result, this caused the price to tumble. Now this might come as a surprise to anyone that's in the crypto space, not that the SEC are going after exchanges because they want to get their own kind of central bank token out and they want to try and foot everything else. What it might be is that the subpoena is the latest in the sign of US regulators saying they will crack down and are cracking down on decentralized organizations. But this left a bit of a confusion within the crypto market because most crypto advocates have until recently worked under the assumption that DAOs, like SushiSwap is, claims to be, would be protected from regulatory action. Now we're going to have a look at some of the key items of why we think the Legal Defense Fund and the Panama Entries, which the decentralized application comes under, are going to come under the class action. Before I go over these few highlights, I'm just going to jump into SushiSwap's website. For those of you that don't know about what SushiSwap is or have not really seen it, what up? It's SushiSwap. It's just a really decentralized exchange that says that it is really working for the people and it is governed by obviously the DAO, which is the decentralized autonomous organization. Now looking in SushiSwap's forums though, for that there's not much news of this SEC lawsuit action. As you can see here, a lot of it's just about announcements of the good stuff that's happening within the project. So they are trying to keep this FUD down to a minimum and not let it affect. But obviously news breaking out has left a bit of a taste in the mouth of investors, and that's why you've seen the big price drop. So for me, it's not really a surprise that this kind of stuff is happening. You know, the SEC are really coming after exchanges now. And again, for me, it's just because they, you know, are really looking to crack down on cryptos because I mean, you leave a comment below, but I think they're just pretty much jealous. You know, a lot of the stuff that they want to do or their banking system's failing, crypto solves. So for me, it's just they're jealous and they just want to get in a slice of the action because they see the crypto is making a shed ton of money and they can't manipulate it. So the Legal Defense Fund, the proposed Sushi DAO Legal Defense Fund would cover legal fees for the protocol core contributors. Now that has been active since autumn, recognizing a lot of the stuff might come down the pipeline, and half of the 3 million would come from trading fees. So that wouldn't be coming directly from the project itself, it would just become from fees on oncoming trading, and 35% would come from grants and the remaining 15% would come from the Sushi treasury. So that means this is where the Sushi holders or the Sushi investors are going to get hit. They want to dip into the treasury, which is a big amount, and also they want to take a lot of the kind of transaction fees which would normally be pumped back into the project. Now some of you may or may not know there is a little bit on the screen here that the Panama Entries, that in October Sushi holders overwhelmingly approved a proposal to create 3 entries in Panama and 1 in the Cayman Islands, which each overseeing a core function of the protocol. Now we all know why companies go to Cayman Islands, why they go to Panama and why they go to these things. It's all kind of like a tax haven holiday. But where the stuff gets really really sticky is the Oki DAO. Now, the Oki DAO illegally offered leveraging and marginal retail commodity transactions in digital assets and agreed to pay 250,000 penalty, the CFTC said. So this then poked their head above the water and started getting them looked at by the SEC. Now, the SEC actions the subpoena also shows that the SEC has now taken an eye off the crypto industry despite relatively quiet months. We haven't seen the SEC really come out bullish or anything on any of the cryptos at the moment, and this could be them coming out the stables as an early kind of warning to people that are in that space. Now, while the SEC is yet to issue any crypto related press releases, which it normally does this month, it has brought at least 8 enforcement actions for allegedly wrongdoing in crypto in the first 2 months of the year. Targets include, obviously, like I said, the Kraken, which allegedly offered unregistered securities and obviously had to stop its staking. We've seen Binance get done for the BUSD coin. We've also seen Binance get hit in the UK for staking and also now for payments. So the crypto market is really getting hammered, and a lot of this is down to the disgraced Terra Luna, Do Kwon, and also the clown Sam Bateman, Batty Boy Fried, or Freed as you call him. So for me, it is quite bad. There is a little bit more information out there that Tuesday evening, in New York time, 22 votes were cast as an informal poll on the government's forum for 80% in favor of cracking down on this. So New York is getting a really tricky place for crypto enthusiasts at the moment. There is some great states within America that are very crypto friendly. Obviously Miami springs to mind, there's a few others, but at the moment I think America's is really splitting off. And no disrespect to anyone that's in America, I think the president's an absolute clown. I don't think he thinks for himself, and I think when it comes to crypto stuff, I think Biden is really far behind. I think he's old school on old value money. But that's pretty much everything I've given you on this quick update of Sushi Swap. If you're in it, it's going to be turbulent times. Do I think, again, not financial advice, I wouldn't take anything out at the moment because obviously it's on a fire sale, and if they don't find anything wrong with Sushi Swap, we could see a rebound and the prices go up. But as I always say on Crypto OG, trade smart, trade safe, and don't get wrecked.